So I have an eyelash like stuck under my eyelid right now. Like it's all up in there, and it's not comfortable for me right now, but at least it's not lie. And just for funsies, if you can remember and comment down below which video it was that I had lye stuck in my eye, I'll send you a free bar of today's soap. And I'm going to tell you all about today's soap in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff. How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 347 of 365 days of soap. It's not going away. And yeah, today the Soapprentice is taking her turn at the Marble Soap Challenge thing. And I'm very excited to see what the Soapprentice comes up with for this, because she's very artistic and very awesome at all of the things, and that in and of itself super exciting. Yes, so we are going to go to the video now, because the Soapprentice's soaps are always a little bit long, and also it gives me a chance to try to, like, I don't know, dig this out. I don't have Visine. I have nothing to get it out with, but bring out the video and I'll try to figure this out, you know, while we're watching the pour and doing the things. Okay, so today is the Soapprentice's turn at the Marble Soap Challenge, and yeah, I had a ton of fun with this one. Like, just so much fun across the board. It was beautiful, and I can, I don't know, you remember back in the day, and I talked about it yesterday, the weird things that I liked to do with, that I did with soap, just to see, like, an epoxy type pour. This is, I think, the acceptable way to do it. Like, ultimately, I sort of, in mine, I ended up reserving, I don't know, maybe 4 ounces total of oils that did not go through the mixy mix and hit emulsion with the lye. And so that worked. My colors were beautiful and the lines were awesome. There was really cool, like, veininess going on in all of it. And it was perfect. For sure. And now George May is going to be tackling hers. And she still has the, well, she's using the gold that I used, just wrapping in a muslin, which is, like, I think my favorite way to put mica lines down, like, ever from now on, because that was great. Like, that was amazing. And, yeah, her kaolin clay dispersed in water going into the batch after emulsion. She has it kind of thickish for her soap batter. I mean, it's not really thick, but it's also, yep, there's some, like, heft to it. So mine was very, very thin. So I'm interested to see, you know, because so much of this is always about, oh, you have to have the right batter consistency. But I think we've shown you throughout all of these soap challenge things that the right batter consistency is not actually a requirement. And so, you know, let's find out what it does for hers and all the jazz. This is one of the soap tutorials that I actually really liked. Like, this is a technique that I can see myself doing again. And that's actually really nice because we are, I don't know, it's always so weird to talk about like burnout or whatever because like, I don't know, I think the first response when it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm burnt out on this would be stop making freaking videos, right? But we're not burnt out on the videos. We're burnt out on doing the Amy Warden Soap Challenge because it really doesn't allow a whole lot of room for just go to the soap shop, wherever your mind takes you, this is what you're going to make today. And that's usually how we make soap. So it's been really difficult just doing the things that, I mean, I understand that we like picked it as well. Like we chose to go through all of Amy Warden's back catalog. We chose that. That was our active decision. I get that. But for the types of soapers that we are, this hasn't been the most fun. But this one, this marble soap, was a lot of fun. And so for that reason, yay. And I definitely see myself making more of these in the future because it's a reasonably easy pour. It doesn't take a lot of time. And now since I have this cool, like the most obvious way to lay down a mica line, you know, hack thing in the world, yeah, no, I can also do mica lines now because, you know, I've been spending like 6-7 years hating mica lines just across the board, but this is a really nice hack. And so I like it. And by this, not what she's literally doing right here, because obviously she's mixing in her scents into her colors here. So that's not the mica line. But while she's doing that, I'm looking at those mica containers covered with, you know, a thin fabric, which is the best way to do a mica line. I'm not going to get over that one for sure. Now, just a little thin lines pour into the container, and then it will be ready to start the marbling and all of the beauty. So let's go see what Georgia May decides to do with her marbling soap technique thing for the Amy Warden's Soap Challenge. And yeah, that's getting thick. Okay, and on to the pour, and kind of the same thing as I did yesterday, right? So we're going to sort of pull it from the far side of the mold back to you and do little squiggles as you desire or whatever throughout the whole process. And yeah, just kind of, there's a lot of kind of clamshell techniques going on in this. It's definitely a thin lines pour, but the way that you put it into the mold can change how it ultimately overall looks. And this is another, we are doubling up the width, the height in a slab mold. And so again, it's half the mold, but we're pouring the same amount of soap to fill a full mold into half of the mold, so we get to split them in half from top to bottom as well to see what's going on, which is cool. Yay. We can, I love that. And we've talked about molds and mold sizes, and you know, this is one of the reasons why get the biggest mold you possibly can and just block areas off that you're going to be using for soap, and that's the thing. Yes. So with her mica line, you see how easy it went down? That was so beautiful. I love that. That's very nice. And as you can see, with the soap that she's putting in, it's thicker than what mine was yesterday, for sure. But it's also not problematic at all, right? Now, this yesterday was where like the pointy layers technique thing really came in handy for me to create some sort of dips in my mica line area. And she's able to accomplish that with her slightly thicker soap batter as well. So it's all good. And everything is just amazing. Sorry, I probably seem like I'm a little bit distracted right now because I am. And I am looking at the results for this soap challenge that was originally done while I'm talking about this. And so it's all a thing, and they're all beautiful. Like, this is a very mesmerizing pour. We've got the soap and clay kidlet in the background losing her mind because it's raining outside and she can't go outside and play, so she's getting her screech on inside, which is a thing. But yeah, no, while I am watching this, or while I am, talking about this, I'm also looking at the results for this original soap challenge and all of the entries, and God, there were such beautiful submissions. And like, I mean, don't get me wrong, the people that won, those were beautiful soaps, but there are soaps on every one of these submissions that I look at them and I see like a gorgeous bar of soap that only got like 12 votes. And that sort of solidifies my feeling that the soap challenge is kind of like I don't want to say Mean Girls as far as the voting or whatever, because it's not really Mean Girls. People are very nice and supportive, and they always have been, and that's been one of the beauties of the Amy Warden Soap Challenge, over the years. I think she started doing this like, I don't know, 8 years ago, and people have always been lovely and very nice and supportive, and that's great. But when I look at these results and I see like the most beautiful soap I've ever seen in my life, it only got 12 votes, it's like, oh, is that because like people don't know you, your soapy friends didn't come and vote for you? And that just makes me big sad. Has nothing to do with anything. I'm having a lot of fun looking at all of the beautiful marble right now because I cut this one, so I already know that it's super gorgeous. And I'm really not ready to say goodbye to the marbling yet, so I'm looking at all of the rest of them while I'm talking to you about this. And her soap has been amazing. She hasn't done anything with the oil lines yet, though. The mica lines at all. So I wonder if she's going to. That will be interesting to see too. I really like that she incorporated some red, some burgundy into this one. Because I feel like I didn't. I just did black and gold yesterday, right? But I like that she did the burgundy. Because why not? Right? And my soap was reasonably inspired by the colors I used. Like those actual micas I used for the epoxy pour that I did for some countertops at my house. And that was lovely too. It wasn't, what marble is, like the colors that marble comes in. But when you have all the beautiful mica in the world and you know that you're creating something synthetic anyway, like doing an epoxy pour, why not have fun with it and make it whatever the hell color you want? Because they're your counters and, do the thing. So the same thing with soap. It's your soap. Make it whatever color you want. And I like that she's going with the natural, more actually found in nature colors for hers. Because they're both going to end up being just gorgeous. Hers and mine, for sure. And this will be put into the oven for C-pop and gel because this is what we do. And I think she kind of gave up the ghost on that final mica line there. But she is going to give it some swirly swirls on the top, which would actually be the bottom of 1/2 up. It all makes sense in the cut. I can't ever describe things accurately. But she is just inserting just the very tippy top of the bamboo skewer just into the first like 1/8 of an inch of soap just to swirl the top and make it pretty. Not going all the way down to the bottom with any of it to leave all those mica lines and veins and everything, exactly where they are, so we can cut into this and see where they all ended up in the actual, cut. So let's go check out her cut and we can see what's going on inside this gorgeous bar of soap. Yes, it's beautiful. Okay, and on to the cut, and this has been, again, C-popped and gelled overnight, and there's some beautiful, it's so smooth. Oh, look how smooth and shiny that bar of soap is. This is why I C-pop, because gorgeous, for sure. And for this, because it's a slab, it's a hand cut for me. Mr. Soap and Clay has been asking me if I want him to build like a slab cutter, and his honey-do list is already so long, and that right now actually does include literally building a house. So like our house, not because it's like that's not his job, but like, you know, whatever. And so no, I'm not having him build me a mold or a cutter for the slabs, because it's just not necessary. We're good. We have a knife, and I'm reasonably good with the knife. But because I chunked these all out, then I'm going to split them in from top to bottom here, and it will be, you know, completely delightful and awesome. Oh yeah, see, that's very beautiful veining you have going on there. Like, that soap is so pretty in the middle. It's very delicate swirling, and oh, come on. That's so pretty. She's got some cool glycerin rivers going on in some of it as well, which definitely adds to the depth for sure. Looks like a beautiful piece of marble. And her lines, this is the biggest trick, is trying to figure out where to place your mica lines, which is why I ended up doing so many like veiny lines with the oils, with the mica that were just dispersed in oils, to ensure that I got some cool veins somewhere. But that's gorgeous. Is that not marble? Are you not entertained? Like, I mean, that's well done. Look, we got another piece of soap paper. I love when that happens, when you can shave off the top in a perfect little thin slice of, you know, soap paper. We collect all those. We keep them. But yeah, no, her design was gorgeous, and her batter, oh, that's beautiful. And her batter was thicker than mine was. So, you know, if you're ever wondering if you got your batter too thick for something like this, for a marble design, nope, you're good. You can do it with the thicker batter. That totally works. And I think it works really beautifully for the color palette that she selected, as well as the scent blend. This scent is very nice. I love this so much. I've loved working with this scent company so much more than Lone Star, for sure. And yeah, that is day 347, the Soapprentice's marble soap, and they're lovely. Those are beautiful bars of soap, and I'm very proud of her for that. Yeah. And there it is, the Soapprentice's marble soap. And yes, of course, it is beautiful, for sure. She had the same sort of problems that I did, trying to figure out where she was going to put like her lines of her, you know, the marbling or whatever. And she did not do any of the actual like mica drizzles or whatever inside the middle of the bar like I did, but it's still very beautiful, very gorgeous. The scent blend is lovely for this, for sure. And if you're interested in purchasing either one of them, you can totally get them at the website at soapandclay.com. If you're interested in following me on social media, I am there, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, yes. And if you would like to see what else we come up with for the remainder of the year one project, subscribe to the channel, and also maybe drop me a line and tell me what you would like to see for year two, because we are very much considering a year two, and we want to know what that format should maybe look like and the things that you guys are interested in. So I'm actually asking you for lots of things today. Name the video where lye was in my eye, and give me what you would want to see for year two. So many requests that I'm giving to you, my sudsers, but that's only if you're a sudser. So subscribe. For those of you who are subscribed and are a sudser, hey, thank you for being a sudser and being subscribed, and I take your opinions to heart more than anybody else's. So yeah, let me know for both, for sure. I'm out of here for today. Thank you so much for joining me for another round of 365 Days of Soap. I'll see you guys all again tomorrow. Bye.